Since a young age, Carlson's fascination with explosives has been evident. His experiments have encompassed a wide array of detonatable items, including even an outdoor toilet. Venturing to the mountains, Carlson pursued studies in blasting, only to be interrupted when Kenny urgently required a restroom visit, leading him to the blasting site. His orphaned status led him to a mental hospital, where he spent his formative years. During this time, the hospital's director, Brian, discovered Carlson's African-American heritage. Concerned about its propagation, Brian conducted a sterilization surgery on Carlson years later. Following his release from the mental hospital, Carlson found himself in a vast cannon foundry, where he crossed paths with Esteban from Spain during breaks. Esteban's influence led Carlson to join the struggle against Francisco Franco's nationalist government, returning to Spain with colleagues to participate in the uprising against the dictatorship. Engaging in guerrilla warfare and hunting for anti-fascist rebels, a mistaken encounter led to Esteban's untimely death at the hands of the dictatorship's army. Undeterred, Carlson and his companions persisted in guerrilla warfare across different regions of Spain, resorting to destroying bridges when their supply of bombs ran low. Eventually departing Spain, Carlson took up a role as a construction worker, where safety ropes were absent from the work environment. Amidst global turmoil and the mid to late stages of World War II, Carlson learned from co-workers about the U.S. military's plan to create the world's largest bomb. Motivated, he applied for a job, diligently fulfilling his responsibilities during the development of this super bomb, despite being a mere waiter. Experts faced numerous challenges, leading to unsuccessful experiments. In the midst of heated discussions, Oppenheimer engaged with his colleagues, seeking solutions. Carlson proposed an idea that won Oppenheimer's approval, prompting a redesign of the bomb's structure and its connection using explosives. After persistent trials and refinements, the first atomic bomb was successfully detonated at the Alamogordo test base in New Mexico. Swiftly, 2 atomic bombs were dropped on Japan, leading to the conclusion of World War II. As a gesture of appreciation, the U.S. Vice President invited Carlson for a drink, presenting him with a cherished lighter. Upon returning to his homeland, Carlson's talents attracted the attention of Oleg, who, after inebriation, invited Carlson to Moscow via submarine. Carlson awoke to find himself in the presence of Stalin, who shared an interest in atomic bomb development. Mistaking Herbert for Einstein, Stalin requested his capture, later realizing his error. With knowledge of Carlson's work, Stalin sought his assistance for the Soviet Union's atomic ambitions. Carlson accepted, and a welcoming party was held in his honor. However, a drunken misstep led to Carlson offending Stalin, resulting in his exile to Siberia as a laborer. In prison, Carlson encountered Herbert and unveiled an escape plan. The initial step was to reach a nearby warehouse, but it took 3 years for Carlson to convey this idea to Herbert, though his efforts were in vain. In time, Carlson abandoned the escape plan. One night, Herbert roused him. It came to light that Herbert had come across a hand grenade, inadvertently pulling its pin. Urging Herbert not to let go, Carlson guided him outside to discard the grenade. Guards spotted them, weapons at the ready. Carlson informed them about the grenade, urging swift disposal. He hurled the grenade onto a transport truck carrying ammunition, triggering a cascade of explosions that consumed the entire naval base in flames. Amidst the turmoil, Carlson and Herbert seized the opportunity to flee. Carlson resettled in his hometown, embarking on a tranquil existence. Despite nearing a century in age, he could only share his life with one of his cats due to his sterilization. Tragedy struck when a fox killed his feline companion. Fueled by a desire for vengeance, Carlson devised a scheme, attaching bombs to some hams. As expected, the fox returned, met with a resounding blast. Carlson had avenged his cat. No longer content to await death in solitude, he used his remaining funds to travel to the train station, purchasing a ticket. While waiting, Pim handed him a box for safekeeping. Upon arriving at a derelict train station with the box, Carlson encountered Ricky, who invited him to dine together. During the meal, Carlson excused himself to use the bathroom. Unbeknownst to him, Pim arrived and assaulted Ricky, coercing him into surrendering the box. Sensing the commotion, Carlson armed himself with a gavel. Working in tandem, Ricky and Carlson managed to subdue Pim, dragging him into a freezer room. Curious about the contents that unsettled Pim, Ricky inquired about the box's contents. Upon opening it, they discovered a trove of cash, evoking a mix of excitement and apprehension. The realization of Pim's fate in the freezer dawned upon them. Upon opening the door, they were met with the chilling sight of Pim's frozen body. Focused on their escape, the two men retrieved the suitcase and encountered Jack driving alongside the road. Inviting him to join, the trio opted to divide the money equally. The countryside temporarily hosted a group of people, including the elephant-raising Lisa. Unexpectedly, Carlson found himself riding an elephant, an experience he never anticipated. The amassed fortune was not Pim's, but Ford's. Ford's location was traced to a lavish Bali hotel, where he entrusted Button with recovering the substantial sum. Ben skillfully retrieved a significant portion of the funds from various individuals. In a sudden twist, Lisa appeared armed with a shotgun, prompting Ben to retreat while clutching the box. An unfortunate misstep on elephant dung resulted in a disastrous slip, leading to Button being fatally trampled by the frightened creature. Ultimately, Lisa joined the group, and a mutual decision was made to evenly distribute the substantial sum among them. This collective fortune led them to choose Bali as their next destination for indulgence. Upon reaching Bali, they discovered the place's enchanting charm. As they drove, an unexpected encounter transpired with Ford, who noticed the box in their car and inquired about its ownership. A glimpse of the box confirmed his suspicions, leading to the involvement of the driver. Ultimately, the four individuals met their end, and the substantial sum of money became their shared inheritance. Carlson, however, found his haven in the splendid beauty of Bali.